Morning, cyber traders. Happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully everyone's getting ready for the weekend. A couple of interesting stocks that we traded yesterday. Want to talk about NVIDIA. I don't know if anyone saw my quick little video on, if you saw my video that I posted on YouTube. And I basically talk about the NVIDIA where we had that big 250,000 share iceberg order. We're going to talk a little bit about that big iceberg order. So if you haven't, once again, subscribe to the channel, make sure you do that, watch it, because we're going to have all these little series of these little tips of what happened after hours and all that really cool stuff and everything. So we'll talk about that and all the other good things that are moving this morning. There are a couple of stocks, as usual, moving this morning, not only as a day trade, but as a swing trade and as an investor. So let's go look what's going to happen. Oh, there you go. Thank you very much, Rich. And if you could also just copy and paste that and put it in the YouTube channel too, if everybody could share it. What I got going on here? Do I have the right one here? Hold on one second. Just want to make sure I got the right one. There we go. All right. Now let's go see what's happening, what we traded yesterday, and then we'll go through with the watch list. We'll talk about NVIDIA and all those other crazy fun stocks that we had, right? So a couple of stocks that are moving did pretty well. Obviously, everything that happened with NVIDIA yesterday, NVIDIA wasn't really the more easier stock to trade, as in more the trending stock. AMD was just phenomenal yesterday. I mean, it was, it's expensive. Obviously, it's not one of the stocks we prefer to trade because we like to deal things a little more cost effective, something a lot cheaper. But you know what? When something like that comes out with news, you got to trade the industry. So AMD did really great, 172 to 182. I know some of you here have done some really good option calls on that one. They were pretty cheap on that one too. So if you missed the run on NVIDIA, you could have got the AMD. Another one that did amazing yesterday was SMCI. I mean, you thought that AMD was up pretty big. This stock went from $820 up to about $980. Not including what it gapped up yesterday, the day before. Stock was literally up almost $200. That's right, 200 yesterday, the SMCI. So that was that stock. Obviously, you see we've been trading for a while since the beginning of January, and that stock went from like 300 to almost 1,100 due to being the supercomputers are making those chips. Now, listen, this is not. I mean, like, could this be another crash of the EV stocks, which we're going to check out Revvion and saw what happened? Could it be, I mean, is that the new hype? Remember, this has nothing to do with politics. It's about government or, like funding, whatever it is. This has to do about the future. Could be the next internet pop, that we had. Hopefully not the bubble that we had in 2000, but this could be the next, this is the future, the AI business. And more companies are getting into it. You're probably not fully affected by it yet. Some of us here, but you're starting to see it a little bit more. And everybody keeps talking about AI. Hey, listen, if you're a fan like I was, the movie Terminator, you know what? That's what AI really is. So you might want to go back and watch that movie to kind of see, okay, what's the scary part about AI and what is the future of AI? Hopefully it doesn't turn out to be like a Terminator. But anyway, that's why these stocks are doing phenomenal because of it. And then now, and then obviously you can see NVIDIA, and I just bring up the NVIDIA trade from yesterday to show you it did move up. It did have that nice pop. It kind of flatlined, and it did finally started going up a little going into the close. Now, what's nice about this stock right here is that, a lot of what we teach in class regarding about the trend and seeing, how the stock trades the highs of the day and the pushes, and depending on how it consolidates. We talk about it in the trading room, which, by the way, if anyone here is watching on social media, and you look at the top left-hand corner, you got a little QR code. If you want to come and join our trading room and you want to see what we're talking about, just click on that. You can join us whenever you want on that workshop. Now, regarding about not just the AI stocks, there were other stocks that did pretty well too. So we had, what else that we had as regarded? We had NVAX was a really good move. The thing about NVAX is that NVAX had a nice little pop. You know what? It got pretty volatile, NVAX, but it was nice. It was cheap. It went from 440 to 540. It had a couple of shakes here and there. The wick was a little bit bigger on that one. I wasn't a big fan of it. I sold it. I lost money. I bought it back. I did well. Kind of made flat on that stock. But it got a little nasty. And good thing we got out of it, because look what happened. Even though the good news that we know about that lawsuit that they had, that they won, and it kind of like gave it a little jolt. Didn't get out 540, came right back down to 460. And you know what? If the money that I lost on it, or the little money I made, if I just said, oh, maybe it is good news, I would have lost a lot on that trade. And that's why it's important. You have to learn how to trade that stocks like that. A couple other ones that did really well too. Run was a good short. It still looks like it's going lower. I'm putting Run on the watch list. Okay, remember, what traded yesterday could continue till today. And not only that, but they turn into swing trades. So Run was also, looks like it's moving up. Nova, another one, spelled it wrong here. Nova. Nova was also another nice little, good little short. She's still trending down. I'm putting Nova back on the watch list. Okay. So, the thing is, Nova is getting close to some big support levels around here, around 820. I need to check the iceberg orders out there. I'm going to post up here just really quick and see what's going on level 4. See if I see anything there. But you could see it's got a lot of support around 850. More or less, it looks like more 820-ish, right around there. Trying to get some data here. Got about 10,000 shares hovering right around 835. I see right now. We'll look at it a little bit later. We'll check it out. And then Revion, RVVN, that stock. Hold on. Oops, typed in the wrong window. RAVN. Revion got crushed yesterday. And I mean, if you've been following the news, they just cut their workforce by 10%. That's a lot, 10%. I mean, listen, they laid off about 10% of their staff. But you can see, obviously, it's not doing too well, breaking all-time lows. And let me tell you something. You know what's crazy about Revion? I want to bring this up and show you this. Revion, when it went public, stock was $180, okay? Look where it is today. And you know what? It was all the way down at one point last year around this $12 price range. So, you know what? And the way it looks like it looks like it broke it, which is not a very good sign. So you're trying to catch the falling knife? Well, guess what? You just broke through the basement. Where's the next support level in basement? I guess hell, they say, right? So, well, it's not really hell. It could be zero. Could that happen? You know what? I've seen it time and time again. Another really good mover yesterday that we're doing good on our swing trade. I got a little nervous. We got a big, nasty slingshot on this on Eli Lilly. But yeah, Eli Lilly did come back and did pretty well. End up being up about $26. So remember, I'm a big fan of those stocks with the drug stocks, as in regarding about the fat drug that they have out there, the weight loss drug. I shouldn't say that word. That was nice. But that one, and also Nuvo. Nuvo is just doing phenomenal too. And you know what? I like these a little bit better because than a stock like Nvidia and everything. Because when you see things that go up this fast, believe me, there's always someone's got one foot in the door, one foot out the door. When they go up slow like that and more consistent, they come down a little bit more consistent, and it makes a little lot less stress on the swing trades and on your trading. That's why it's good to know to be a good day trader to understand how to swing trade. All right, now regarding about what's moving this morning, let's go see what's hop over here, and let's move everything on move things around here and get on level 4. Get the Bookviewer up here. So we got to post up here on the right-hand side. So here we go, everyone. Let's get started. So on the left-hand side, we got the level 3. You can't see level 4. I got another window, but I will slide over here if I see something very interesting. And, obviously we broadcast in the room, so we'll see it during the day. And then we got the execution system. So we got this stock SUGP. So it went up pretty big, a lot. It went up to about $9, came back down to $5. I'm not a fan of that, okay? There is an iceberg order here around $6. I'm not seeing any buyers out here up until $5.20. So I wasn't a really big fan of this stock right here, even though it is the biggest stock on the watch list. I'm not seeing any real significant buyers coming up. So I'm going to put this on the B list, okay? SUGP. Now, when I see stocks that trade like this and tier size is around 100 shares, remember, we always taught you the 3 T's: tradable, trend, and trap. 50% of you are going to lose money in trading by trading something that is not tradable. Lunar is back on the watch list. And I'm not talking about the warrant. Let's look at the regular stock right here. Lunar, we've been doing really well the last couple of days. You can see the stock has been, has done really well. Went from 2, went to 14, She's on a downtrend though right now. So this is when I see that, it's going on the B list. So LUNR. So far, nothing really on the A list. And you know why? Today is Friday. Today is the last day of the holiday week where kids are away over here and with the recess in New York. A lot of people are coming in. And listen, if you've been here, this week hasn't been as great as last week. Last week, if you watch some of the videos that we had last week and go back and watch them, you know, we had stocks up 1,000%, 2,000% in one day. And they were just great. And you're going to make 1,000%. You know, you only need like 20% of that move. And there were a lot of them. But I told you this week was going to be tough. But people will start getting back. I think things will start picking up around Tuesday of next week. So let's be very, very, very conservative what we're trading on here. So we have this one stock right here that's also moving. It's up about 35%, AXTI. This one, on the other hand, got some decent. Got an 8,000 share buyer hovering here. I'm always looking for like 5-digit numbers. 11,000 showed up here at 295. That one looks a lot better. Okay, so AXTI. Nice little push, nice little trend, good volume, good price levels, you know, everything that we're looking for. Lot, garbage. Okay, Lunar, we already know about. Marvi, up 27%. A lot of small tier sizes. Don't really like the trend in pre-market. This one looks like a buyout. This one doesn't look really that good here. This one is not bad. Up about 9%, 2 million shares. Got a big little slingshot, little pharmaceutical stock right here. Looks like it had a good move here. I don't know if that was a reverse stock split. Probably it was. Yeah, 6 cents. BDRX. 16,000 shares right there at $1.50. That kind of makes sense. The kind of holding there. That's what I like. That's what we like to see. We can see the order out there. We can see what's happening. That one looks pretty good. Looking forward to seeing how that opens up. BRRX. All right. A couple of you also shooting out some other stocks out here that are showing up on the big watch list. I think we had some pretty good news on Carvana, right? CRVA. CN. There you go, Carvana. So Carvana had a nice little move yesterday, Pop. You could see, I guess earnings came out yesterday. That has been a really, really, really good swing trade. Rich just posted up the news on that. Rich, could you pop that news too also in the put it in our social media while people are watching so they all can see that too. So yeah, they traded higher. That stock has been a good swing trade. I know we traded it. We did really well on Carvana last year. We were trading around the $6-7. I know some of us got in right around here, around 35. I got out of it. Listen, you can't own them all, okay? But Carvana is doing great, okay? So I think I told you a funny story back then. I said, you know what? I was driving down my parkway and I saw him build a new Carvana tower, which I never seen. I said, I thought they were going bankrupt, you know? But you know what? Maybe some of you don't know this. Carvana at one point was a $350 stock. Yeah, right there. Talking about a volatile stock, huh? Look at that chart. Incredible. Back in 2020, boom, that thing went all the way up during COVID and then came crashing down. Wow, I hate to be the owner of that stock. Anyway, Carvana I put on the B list. Okay. So I'm going to put on the video on our list again, NVDA, for all you advanced traders out there. I'm going to put, what else have we got? AMD. AMD's got to break this resistance levels here. So AMD, it's got to break that resistance. I want to bring up NVIDIA because a lot of you were here and watched my video that I posted about the big seller 800 share of the 200,000 share seller. Now I'm going to show you right here on level 4. He was right. He's not there anymore. He pulled his order. Okay. He pulled his order, and usually what happens in program trading, he probably is going to come back around 9:30. So when we start trading again, when the market opens up and we come back in 15 minutes, we'll see if he comes and posts his order out there or if he upticks. Okay. If that happens, you know what we're doing, right, traders? So, but we got to wait and see when the market opens up. A couple other big news that came in here. Richard said DraftKings, DKNG. So DraftKings gapped up pretty big. It's been listen, Super Bowl's over. Okay. They did really well. A lot of these companies did pretty well. Buying rumors, selling news. You see where the stock started backing off and start rallying. And it was all about, the playoffs, all that, a lot of betting going on. But yeah, it's got a gap up. I would stay away from it right now, Rich. I'm not really interested in it. But yes, next is Brian March Madness. That's right. John says Square, SQ. Yeah, Square is doing great. That's another one. Thanks for sharing that. I'm going to put Square's definitely going on a watch list. So Square gapped up really nicely, but you got to see here on the yearly chart, it does have some big resistance levels over here. And let me check over here on level 4. Not really getting a lot of big iceberg orders on Square. Maybe I'll check on level 4 and see if I see something that will come up on there. But be careful. We traded Square before. It does get pretty volatile, okay, regarding about that. Yeah, I'm not really seeing a lot of orders out there at all, basically. One guy was out there at 80. He was out there at $80.25. Just pulled his order. So I don't know. I'll show it to you right here. See it right there? He just pulled his order right there. All right. Guys, it's getting a little late, so let's get ready for the market open up. We got about 15 minutes. Once again, if you're watching on social media, if you want to join our trading room, you got that little QR code on the top left-hand side. If you're watching a recording, you can join us whenever you want. Our traders, let's get ready for the market for it to open up. One last thing. Michael says AOI got hit. Yeah, that one got hit too, and it is doing a little bit of a dead cat bounce. We'll put that on the watch list. I saw a couple of dead cat bounces. I'll put that on the B list. Thanks for sharing that, Michael. Not a bad call. All right. All right, let's get ready for the market open up. We'll start about 15 minutes. So go take a quick break. Let's get ready for the market open up. All right, guys. Happy trading and be safe. And if I don't see you, enjoy your weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.